This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Volusia Today, your one and only trusted source for local government news. No, this is not Community Information Director Michael Ryan. This is Clayton Jackson, actually filling in for him today. And we have along with us our co-host, Maggie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Clayton?
I am doing great. So for our dedicated listeners out there who are wondering, where's Michael Ryan? He's always in this chair. Well, actually, he is going to be attending a ceremony this morning. It's going to start at 10 a.m., where big news has come to Volusia County. It is the grand opening of the new DeLand Sunrail Station. So the ceremony starts this morning, and actually this coming Monday, August 12th, that's when rides will start. So again, we appreciate Michael being there. And actually, we usually have 3 people on the show today, but our team, they're going to go there, get some photos, talk to people, everything. So actually, it's just me and Maggie today.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Maggie?
I'm good with that. We're rocking and rolling, so sounds good.
All right. So got the thing about the Sunrail, just letting people know about that. And I know what everybody's tuning in to listen to. We always have to have a wedding update. So Maggie, tell us the spiel. What's going on?
Honestly, not much. We're getting pretty close. I was just saying, I looked this morning and we're 126 days away from the wedding, which is kind of stressful. I feel like when you're leading up to the wedding, you look at it and you're like, oh, 300 days, 200 days. And then you start getting into the 100s and you're like, oh my God, like that, there's a lot of stuff still to do. So the exciting thing is we have all of our vendors done except for our caterer, which I feel like most people figure out the caterer first. So we definitely did it a little backwards. So now we're having to figure all of that out. We're having to do tastings and honestly, I think it'll be kind of fun, but that's what we're in the process of doing now. So, and then after that, it'll just be like little decor stuff that's left to do. So we're getting close.
So you're starting to get a little antsy. So what about your fiance? Is he just your typical, like, we still got 400 days, no worries?
Yeah, he's being pretty chill about it. He's still got to figure out suits and all of that. I told him that's like his job. I was like, I don't know what you want to wear. You got to go figure it out, where you want to go, how you want to do it with your groomsmen. So that's his job, but no, he's pretty chill about it.
Well, you have to give the final okay on the suits he and his groomsmen wear. Yes. Okay. So not. I
feel like he'll try to do something funny to be funny, and then it's not going to be funny, and then I'll be like, this is not cool. But no, I think he actually would probably make.
See, I disagree with that. I actually had a conversation with my wife years ago when we were playing. It's like, well, that's not fair. I don't get to see you in your wedding dress before, so you get to see me in my suit. But true. But I guess it's
Well, my thing was just the color. I don't want him to pick like bright red or something of that sort, and then it's like our bridesmaids are green and yellow, and then that doesn't work. So that's the only rule. But yeah, I think it'll be good though. I think it'll be good.
Awesome. All right. Well, there is Maggie's weekly wedding update.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know once you pick a caterer. But right now, no caterers. So
all right. So Volusia County, this time last week, we were all a little antsy, tip our seat, because we had Tropical Storm Debby that was coming in. But fortunately, Volusia County, we were very lucky. We just had some rainfall, some wind gusts. I think of maybe up to like 45 miles per hour. That was the fastest one recorded. So, we were very happy that we received no reports of any significant damage, flooding, erosion, and most importantly, we had no injuries. So we were very lucky.
Yeah, we definitely were. I mean, the storm as a whole was really more of a rain event than anything. It was a lot of water. But as a whole, I mean, it's just a good reminder to get prepared and stay vigilant about what's going on out there. And there's hurricanes that could come at any time. You never know. I think there's one brewing right now.
Oh,
don't say it out loud. No, I've got plans. Don't say it out loud. But yeah, just, make sure that you're staying prepared and ensure your hurricane kits are all well stocked. And we've got a lot of different ways for people to stay updated
We have a lot of ways.
Yeah, we've got our new Volusia Emergency Management app, which is really cool. That was kind of cool to see in action this past weekend. And then you got the news you can use newsletter, and of course our social media that's always updated. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned.
I mean, just what a coincidence that we launched the new Volusia Emergency Management app the week before, and then here comes the Tropical Storm Debby. And, we actually were very pleased with how it performed. This was the first, it's always active, but this was the first time it's active during an actual incident. So we were like, hey, we got to populate these sandbag locations. And lo and behold, it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Every time that we kicked out a news release, posted something on social or website, what have you, we also put it on the app. I was holding it, crossing my fingers, is this going to work? And yes, it did. So people are getting a notification. So everything turned out great. So again, that's just another tool for our residents and our visitors to stay informed. Right now, again, kind of blue sky. So, you can turn off the notifications if you're not wanting to get like our emergency manager director said, the periodic afternoon thunderstorms are going to get, you could turn those off if you're getting tired. But, hey, when there's a storm out there coming, make sure you log back in and turn those notifications back on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And also some big news out of the Volusia County Council that was held on Tuesday. They voted to waive the beach driving fees for Volusia County residents starting October 1st. Again, I want to say that very clear. They're going to waive beach driving fees for Volusia County residents starting October 1st.
Yeah, we've got some time until that kicks off a little bit, but I think that's so cool. I'm really excited about it. I've never driven on the beach.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. I've lived here for 6 years and I've yet to do it. I graduated from Stetson, and so I just never got the pass. I never did it. And I love the beach, but I'm not really a big beach goer, I would say. Like, I enjoy the vacation. So I'm really excited about this because I think I'm going to go for the first time.
Yeah. But there's a caveat to that. Even though it's Volusia County residents, you can drive on it for free. You still need to register your vehicle for the residential pass. So there's going to be an online link. We are working on that right now. Just keep your eyes out. Obviously, follow us on social media. Check our website. So in the next few weeks, we will be announcing more information about how we can register for that. So it's good all around. It's just another benefit to our residents. And there is a pretty popular on social media. It
was very popular on social media. It was actually really cool to see. I think one of the coolest things about this, though, is, it is for the residents and it is for the people who are in Volusia, but we're also giving accessibility to some of our students as well, which is really nice. We have so many different students in the area for different colleges. And so it's really cool. But it was honestly the coolest thing was to see it on socials kind of blow up a little bit. People were loving it.
And your social media, of course, I bet you took a pride in that.
Oh, I did. Our little thing went sky high. And I was like, I'm excited about that. So
again, just be on the lookout for that. We're getting some questions about this or that. So we're kind of compiling some frequently asked questions. We're going to start putting some answers to those. Just again, keep a lookout for that. But yeah, very, very interesting, very good news. And I want to clarify that there's two separate things going on with beach driving or in parking. So we just talked about the beach driving. Now, there's also the previous Volusia County Council meeting. They actually decided for our off-beach parking lots that the county operates that residents of Volusia County will continue to receive free off-beach parking, but non-residents, there will be a fee associated with that. So the good thing is for our residents that the same vendor was awarded a contract to manage the sales of both the on-beach driving and the off-beach parking. So when a resident, you register your vehicle through the vendor, it's a one-time shot. You don't have to register for both off-beach parking and on-beach driving. So that's a good thing right there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good thing. And I think it'll be an exciting thing once we start rolling it out and we get to see it in action. I think it'll be really nice for our residents.
Absolutely. So also before we take our break, I was wanting to know about the new parking regulations, all that stuff that even though it will be an online registration portal, that we will be offering a 24/7 phone line that people can call, help with registration, as well as there will be 2 office locations that will be put up across the county. That way people can go in person if they need assistance. So,
awesome.
All right. With that, we're going to take our first commercial break. Stay with us for more Volusia Today.
to serve Volusia County's 47 miles of unique coastline. You know, Volusia County beaches. Yeah, those beaches. But also these beaches. We have millions of visitors every year, and we work around the clock to keep our beaches safe and beautiful. And you can help!
Swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Pick up your trash and fill holes. Identify, avoid, and escape rip currents.
Please leave the beach cleaner than you found it.
There we go. Look out for one another and keep an eye on kids, especially near the traffic lane and in the water.
Pets are allowed at our 2 pet-friendly beaches, Lighthouse Point Park and Smyrna Dunes Park.
If you see something, say something.
A clean and safe beach guarantees fun in the sun for everyone. Thank you for doing your part to keep Volusia County beaches beautiful. See you at the beach!
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to Volusia Today. We've been talking all things Volusia County.
And Maggie's wedding.
In the wedding. But we did have some exciting news going on in Daytona Beach. The Daytona Beach International Airport just announced a new airline, Breeze Airways. It was super cool. Did you see our little reel we did on socials?
I saw the reel. What the CEO of Breeze said, make travel a breeze or something like that? I was like, that is clever.
Yeah, he did Daytona Beach is in for a nice breeze.
That's it.
And then he paused, and then they unveiled. It was really cool because nobody knew what the airline was. And so Breeze Airways was a really cool announcement. It's a low-cost carrier for Volusia County residents, and they announced 4 new destinations, which is really awesome. So they're going to Westchester County, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, and Providence, Rhode Island, which is super exciting. They're all kind of stagger starting. 3 of them are starting in February, 1 in November. But it's a really awesome opportunity for our residents and for anyone visiting to be able to travel back and forth. It looks like a really nice airline, so I'm excited about it. And they're also offering a discount, which is really cool.
Can't beat that.
I know, right? Isn't that awesome? So they're offering a 35% discount on all round trip base fares if you purchase by August 9th, 2024, for travel between August 28th and February 4th, and from April 28th to May 13th. You can use the promo code TAKEOFF at checkout to receive that. So it's kind of awesome. They're coming in hot.
Yeah. Are those nonstop flights?
They are.
Okay, I had to throw that out there. I knew the answer, but I had to throw that out there.
Which is awesome because I know I don't know how often you fly, but whenever I have, the connection flights can be very frustrating, right? Mm-hmm. Because you can end up sitting in an airport for hours. Sometimes you can miss your connection flight if your flight to the connection is delayed. There's a lot of complications with connection flights, and I know I've ended up in airports for hours.
And especially like myself, if you have 2 young children, having to get them boarded once is tough enough.
Oh yeah. So it'll be interesting for sure. But it's an awesome opportunity for our residents to have those nonstop flights and those straight connections. So we're excited.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the second airline in 2 years that has joined the Daytona Beach International Airport.
Yeah.
So we had Avelo Airlines and now Breeze Airways.
Yeah.
So that's just showing, how, important the airport is and our community is.
Yeah.
Like if you got people who are traveling in to enjoy everything Volusia County has to offer, as well as it affords our residents a nonstop, low-cost way to go travel elsewhere. Mm-hmm. So it really, kudos to the team at the Daytona Beach International Airport for this opportunity. Again, amazing news.
Yeah, it is awesome. And the Daytona Beach International Airport is such a lovely airport.
It really is.
Every time I'm in there, I'm like, this is such a pleasant experience that I didn't expect to have walking into an airport. And it really does save such a hassle from going into Orlando or Sanford because it's such a drive and you're wasting the gas and all that. So it ends up, you get such great customer service being at Daytona Beach. It's closer to home. So I would highly encourage our residents to check it out.
Absolutely. So we're going to switch from airlines to animals animals. So was that a good transition?
That was beautiful. I loved it. The A and the A. Right?
That's what I was going to go for. So tell us a little bit about what's going on in the world of animal services.
Yeah. So last Monday, they had a planned animal mobile clinic for low-cost vaccinations and free microchipping. But due to the storm and the weather, they postponed it. So it's actually happening this coming Monday, August 12th from 8 a.m. to noon at Chuch Lennon Park in Deleon Springs. Again, they're offering low-cost vaccinations and free microchipping. Microchipping is kind of crazy. Have you ever seen how they do it?
I've not seen it. I know about it, but I've not actually seen it in action.
Yeah, it's like the size of a little piece of rice, and they inject it into the animal, and then they're able to just like wave a wand over it and know like who the animal belongs to, contact information, all that. So if anything, God forbid, happened to your pet and they got out, they'll be able to locate them and get them safely back home to you. So it's a really awesome opportunity for our residents to come check out. So.
And speaking of microchipping, when we were prepping for the storm and everything last week, that the media, they actually interviewed our animal services director, Angela Medema, and she brought up a good point that obviously microchipping is great, but what happened because they put down your name, phone number, address, all that good, your contact information, but what people do is they forget that if they move, if they change their phone number or any other contact information, they have to contact somebody or log into their account or somehow to update
that
information. Because like I said, even if you just move across town or anything like that and your animal gets out and, animal services or they end up in a homeless shelter, or excuse me, an animal shelter, then and they wave the wand, they're like, oh, well, this person only lives a mile down the road, would just take the dog back to them. Yeah. And they show up, knock on the door, and people are like, oh, that's not our dog. So then that way you have no way to reunite with your animal. So that's very important. If your animal does have a microchip, make sure that the information is updated, your contact information.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's key. Our animal services team works so hard to make sure that those animals that we do find their way back home or find their way to a new home if they're not microchipped, things like that. But there are the microchipping can be so helpful, especially for those animals that, my dog gets a little crazy sometimes and wants to run laps in the yard, and they get distracted by their nose. And there are cases in which
other dogs.
And they're running off.
Oh, there's a friend.
Exactly. And so making sure that you're prepared for the worst case scenario situation. Some people think, oh, my dog's never going to run away. I don't think sometimes they intend to. No. So make sure you're being mindful of that. And if your pet is not microchipped, please come check it out. For Volusia County residents, it is completely free. So make sure to come check it out.
Again, that's for not just the Deleon Springs people. That is for any Volusia County resident.
Any Volusia County resident can come for low-cost vaccinations and free microchipping.
And they need to provide proof of residency, correct?
Correct. They do need to provide proof of residency, but that can be something as simple as an ID with your address on it. So just make sure to bring that with you and be ready to go.
All right. And then no appointments is literally first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. It's kind of fun. I've been to some of them before, and your pets get to make friends in line, which I always think is really sweet. So be prepared for that. But other than that, it's a fun time to hang out with all the little puppies that are out there. So come check it out.
Nice. Before we go to another break, what's going on with Echo Rangers? I know the last few shows we've been talking about it, but I think that's actually coming up soon.
Yes, they have their first kickoff meeting tomorrow, which is awesome.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. For those of you guys who have not heard me talk about this before, the Echo Rangers is a really awesome opportunity for children from grades 1 to 5. They're invited to join Volusia County Echo Rangers, which is a fun educational program that focuses on the county's ecological, cultural heritage, and outdoor recreations. Essentially, they get to visit up to 50 different sites with museums, parks, libraries, historical sites, you name it, it's probably on the list. And you can come learn more about it at the kickoff meeting. The first one, like I said, is tomorrow, which is really awesome. It's from 10 a.m. to noon at the Port Orange Regional Library. So if you're in Port Orange, make sure to go check it out. Or honestly, if you're anywhere in the county and you want to go to Port Orange, go for it. Over. Yeah, why not take a little trip? But then they have other ones as well. They have Thursday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to noon, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on August 14th, and then 10 a.m. to noon afternoon on Saturday, August 24th at DeBerry Hall. So make sure to check it out. It's a super fun opportunity for the children in our community to get involved and learn about ECHO and all the different ways that, we help to build our community for the better. So.
All right. And before we take our last commercial break, I just do want to give a shout out to our Community Assistance Division. This is the last day of the summer food feeding program where children have been able to get free breakfast and lunch throughout the summer. Obviously, school starts back Monday, so this is the last day of our summer food program. Again, it's a wonderful program that they do every summer. Keep our children fed. This is a great program all in all, and I had to give a special shout out to them.
Awesome.
So with that, let's take our last commercial break. Stay with us for more Volusia Today.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
Welcome back to Volusia Today. We've been talking all things Volusia County this morning. We were just talking about some exciting stuff going on for the children in our community, but there is some stuff that's going on that the whole family can get involved in. Volusia County's Environmental Management Division is hosting this year's International Coastal Cleanup, which is awesome. Have you ever been to the coastal cleanups?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, we need to go. I've never been either. We should all the whole team needs to go.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, September 21st from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Residents can participate at over 20 sites along the beach, the Halifax River, and the Indian River. It's an awesome opportunity to get plugged into the community and be there to help. There's different things that end up in the water that is not good for our environment. That's for sure.
People.
No, it's not good for anyone. There's plastics that sit out there, and there's, I'm sure you've heard about the straws and the sea turtles. There's lots of things out there that can harm our wildlife and our residents. And so we need to make sure we're keeping our community clean. And this is a great way to do it. Registration is open until September 8th. So make sure to check it out. You can register at volusia.org/cleanup. So make sure to go take a look at it.
Yeah. And I said, I think last week or the week before we were talking on the show that this is a fairly large event because I think last year they had more than 1,100 volunteers. 1,100, I got to say that number again, 1,100 volunteers that showed up last year. So amazing event that goes on, but on our Environmental Management Division. So they do a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Not just, everybody thinks, environmental, they're just protecting sea turtles, which they do a great job at that, but they do much more. Yeah,
they definitely do. And as a little caveat, the first 1,000 pre-registrants get a signature giveaway item at the conclusion of the event. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited for it. So go sign up.
Oh, yeah. So, and another big announcement that happened during Tuesday's Volusia County Council meeting was that Tammy Malphurs was officially confirmed as our new beach safety director. So she's been with the Beach Safety Division for 27 years. She actually started in 1997 as a part-time lifeguard. She's triple trained in lifeguard, emergency medical, law enforcement, and kind of a public information officer like us. So actually I was looking at going to a training a few months ago, and I just happened to run into her. It's like, hey, I'm looking at this training. She goes, oh, I've been through that course. And she goes, you will get a lot out of it. So I went and took it, and it was amazing. So
that's awesome.
She does a great job keeping our people informed. She is a champion of always spreading that message of always swim near a staff lifeguard tower. And I'll tell you, it warms my heart when I'm watching some of the news outlets in the evenings or in the mornings, and they're giving the weather update. And they're like, hey, if you're going to the ocean today, you may want to wear some sunscreen, take some water, it's going to be hot. And if you do decide to enter the water, make sure you always swim near Staff Lifeguard Tower. I just want to get up and hug the TV. I'm like, thank you. Like, that is what we want to promote.
Yeah, Tammy does a great job at promoting safety and making sure that our residents are prepared to be at the beach. There's dangerous situations that can happen anywhere, but especially near the water and where people are driving. There's a lot of hazards that can happen there very quickly, and Tammy does a great job at making sure we're promoting that. So she's awesome. Congratulations to her for this
hats
promotion.
Off to her. And again, if you are headed to the beach and you need to find out where a Staff Lifeguard Tower is, you can always download our Volusia Beaches app, or you can go to volusia.org/beach, and there you go. Just put it, you can find it. So Maggie, you're still fairly new with us. So you started in January?
January, yeah.
And this was your first real experience of being in the Emergency Operations Center. So just give our listeners a little insight of like how it went.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, awesome in a way. It was cool to see, the way that it functions in a real life situation. I'd been through the trainings with FEMA and all of that, where we kind of got to see it in a simulation format. But to be able to see it firsthand when it's in action is really interesting. There's so many different things going on and so many different pieces of the puzzle moving around, and you're trying to catch each one. And so it's really cool to see in person, but it's also awesome to see the different meetings and stuff and the thought that goes into what we communicate to our residents and how we communicate it to them, and ensuring that they get the best information possible in the most timely manner.
And even the communication between our team and the different city governments.
Yes.
Because I know Volusia County, we had a sandbag distribution point up in Osteen at one of the fire stations, but the city governments, they were also doing their own sandbag distribution. So it was important for us to get on the same page and say, all right, these are the times and dates we're opening ours. That way, we could populate that information on our website as well as the emergency management app. Yeah,
it's awesome to see that cross collaboration there, and all for the benefit of the residents, and making sure that everybody is safe and happy and healthy, and making sure that we have the best safety possible for everybody, and we're prepared as much as we can. So
being prepared, staying connected. Again, I know Maggie, she doesn't want me saying this, but I do see another little storm out there brewing.
Don't say it.
So,
don't jinx us. Daryl did it last time, so
we're just kind of, keeping an eye on that. Nothing to freak out right now. But again, this is just another reminder that we're in the peak hurricane season these months. So definitely make sure you have your hurricane kit ready. If you're like me, don't rely on your flashlights working last year, because my kids like to go out hunt for frogs and they run down the battery. So definitely make sure to check out your kit. So Maggie, thank you for being on. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to just the two of us today. All right, with that, Volusia County, we're going to sign off, and you have a wonderful weekend.